In this video, I'm going to talk about rep ranges and how you can know what weight you need to lift and what the different rep ranges mean. So if you're someone that has been lifting the same weight for the past year, you don't look any different, you haven't built any muscle and you're getting frustrated, this is what you need to listen to. The first thing I need you to understand is that rep ranges are just a gauge for strength. There are going to be multiple rep ranges that you come across in certain programs, and depending on what you prefer, your injury history, your experience is going to dictate what you prefer to use and prefer to do. But the main thing that you need to worry about is making sure that you're hitting failure. You can build muscle anywhere between 5 reps and 30 reps. If you're not getting close to failure, you are not going to be building any muscle. It's as simple as that. So if you need to know whether or not you're working hard enough and whether or not you should be training to failure or reps in reserve, click on this video here and it will cover all of that so you know exactly what to do. Now, I train all of my clients to work to failure because I know that for most people, they normally leave a couple of reps in the tank anyway. And it's worked so far because all of my clients that do this are the ones that get the best results. They get leaner, they get bigger, they get stronger. And how I program for clients in different phases is going to be different. If they're going through a fat loss phase, I like to start with slightly higher rep ranges, and then as their calories come down, I drop the volume and increase the intensity so that they can recover better. When the food comes up and they go into a strength phase, I can then add more volume, I can add more sets, I can add more reps, I can add more intensifiers. That's when you build muscle. You don't build muscle in a dieting phase unless you are brand new to this. And it also comes down to exercise selection. For bigger compound movements like a squat, a bench, a deadlift, you're probably going to want to go onto the lower side of them rep ranges. And with higher rep ranges, things like lat raises, tricep extensions, leg extensions, single joint movements because it's less stress on the joints. Remember, you can still build muscle as long as you're hitting failure between 5 reps and 30 reps. And you're going to see different rep ranges throughout your program. And if you need a free program and you don't have to think about your rep ranges, click the link in the description. There is a whole 8-week program where I give you the exercises, I give you videos, I give you the rep ranges, I give you the logbook to record your workouts. It's all built in. All you need to do is put your numbers in. Now, there's going to be a number of rep ranges that you see in your programming. Most people you'll see 1 to 3, 3 to 5, 6 to 8, 8 to 12, 10 to 15. But most people like to stick around this rep range here, 8 to 12, because it's comfortable and they know exactly what they need to be doing with that. So we're going to focus on that, and I absolutely hate this rep range. It serves a purpose at the beginning, but after a while you get caught up in it. You end up sticking with the same weights that you've been lifting for years and you don't look any bigger, you don't get any stronger, you don't look any leaner. So here's how you want to look at it. 8 to 12 is your rep range. Now, with any rep range, if you're not sure on what weight to start with, you're going to have to think a little bit. Pick a weight that you think you can hit muscular failure somewhere between 8 and 12. Now, if you do that, one of 3 things is going to happen. Number 1, you're not going to hit that rep range and you're going to fall slightly short. Number 2, you're going to hit that rep range perfectly. And number 3, you're going to go over that rep range because it's too light. So here's what you're going to do in each. If you pick a weight and you've hit failure and you get 5, 6 or 7 reps and you're not hitting that lower end of the rep range, that would indicate that it's probably slightly too heavy and you need to dial it back a little bit. Let's say 2.5k. It might be a bigger movement and you might have to back it off a little bit more. Now, if I have a client that doesn't quite hit their rep range, but they've hit failure, it's either 6 or 7 reps, I will not bite that client's head off because they haven't hit their rep range. I'll actually prefer to see them give it a go and fall a little bit short, because if that happens, they're adding more stimulus anyway, and then next week when they try to do it again, they know how the weight feels and they'll probably get more reps. Now, if you pick a weight and you fall slap bang in the middle of that rep range and that's muscular failure, good job, perfect, that's the perfect weight. And we will stay on that rep range until we can get 3 sets of hitting that top end of the rep range before we increase the weight again. We might increase that by 2.5. Now, this third one is the one that annoys me the most, because people will see an 8 to 12 rep range and then they'll pick a weight and they'll get to 12 and they'll go, that's enough, cool, that's the top of my rep range. And I don't blame you for thinking that. That's pretty normal for someone to think, and that's what I've been told, that's what I'll do. So if you get to the top end of your rep range and you've got more reps in the tank, do fucking more reps, because remember, we want to hit muscular failure. And if you watch that video at the top here, when you hit muscular failure, those 5 reps away from failure are called your effective reps. They're the ones that are going to cause the most growth. If you pick a weight and you do 12, but you can actually do 20, you're 8 reps short, so you're miles off it and you're not building any muscle. So if you get to 12 and you've got more, do fucking more. If you can do more, it's just an indicator that next time we probably need to add some more weight. By increasing our weight, by increasing our reps, we get stronger over time. Now, what I see quite often at the start, let's take a 40 kilo bench press, is they'll go 40 kilos times 12, 40 times 12, 40 times 12. And I'll look at that and I'll go, you are not working hard enough because you are hitting nowhere near failure. What we want to see is, as fatigue goes up, we want to see performance go down. So actually what we want to see, 12 and then 10 and then 9. If we do that, that falls within the rep range, we know that we're hitting failure. And when it gets to 12, 12, 12, we can then increase the weight for that next week. So that's a really simple guide on how to build muscle, how to pick your weights, and how to know whether you're lifting the right amount of weight for your rep range selected. But there are 3 things that you need to make sure that you're doing. 1 is hit muscular failure. That is the main thing. Number 2 is make sure that you're logging your workouts. If you are not logging your workouts and you're not writing this down, you are not going to know whether or not you're progressing. Make sure you're sticking to the same exercise, the same program for a significant period of time, and you're logging your weights so that you can see actual strength progression. If there's evidence of you getting stronger, that's evidence that you're building muscle. The third thing is you need to work hard. You need to not train like a pussy and not train like a wet flannel. This is hard work. Building muscle is hard. It takes time. It's not a quick fix. You have to do this for a long period of time. And the best advice that I can give is gamify it so that you're constantly trying to improve and beat your numbers every single week, which is where the logbook would help. Remember, I've got that program down below that will give you all of that, all of the programming, all of the rep ranges, all of the logbook, so you can do it all yourself. It's completely free. The link is in the description below. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, comment down below if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next one.